Here we have the first fish of the tournament for Daniele, Riccardo and Roberto in peg 1, the Carpella section. This is the end peg at the very, very, very left-hand end of the lake as we look at it from the main control area. And we believe this fish is a magnificent 21 kilos. So we know that you have to get 3 fish. Nobody has yet caught 3. There are a number of teams that have just caught 1, but this was the first fish of the tournament and it came in at just over 21 kilos. So peg 1 now, Daniele, Riccardo and Roberto from Italy, and we have an absolutely magnificent fish here. Guys, let's crouch down and just have a look at this fish. 21 kilos of fantastic Madine common carp. What time did this go off?
Got at 2 o'clock in the night, and we had this amazing fish. Really big look. It's an amazing common. We are starting well. It's the first fish. It's a fish of a good size. So we see what's happening the next during the week.
Fantastic. Just while we're chatting away, if you can lift it up so the guys at home can see what the fish is like. This is what Madine fish look like. This is an absolutely stunning common carp, 21 kilos. So in English money, this is just over 46 pounds. How did you catch this?
We catch it with a 24 mil boilies, just bottom, and single one with 20 boilies around. Not a lot of bait because you are starting to see where the fish is. So we are not giving a lot of bait, just trying to do with the small and right side, you know.
How did you catch the fish?
With the fish on this kind of rig is a 45-pound Dyneema, size of hook number 2, and with this kind of boilies is a source of 24 mils.
And you make these yourself? These are fresh?
Yes, these are fresh. We made from the mix, the base mix, but with fresh egg, and you know, when it's made at home, it's made by hand, it's different. We are not giving a lot of bait. We are just giving the 20, 30 single boilies. For not make too much action, because we are still searching for the carp, and tonight we had the result with that nice fish, so we are just waiting in the next night.
And you have 4 rods. Do you fish them at many different places or close together?
We are fishing with 2 rods in the middle of the lake in a channel of 2 meters, and the rest the 2 rods are in the opposite side, and they are in 1 meter 80 centimeters of water.
As you can see, we have a nice pack, we have a lot of water in front, so yes, we are happy.
Tell me, where did you catch the fish?
We catch the fish in the water, and that's all I'm going to say about it.
Excellent, that's what we like to see. Now, you're very, very competitive ladies anyway. There's a lot of big anglers here anyway.
That's for sure.
However, you've won it once already, haven't you?
Yes, we have, 2 years ago. But this is a different lake, Madine. It's very new for us, first time. But we love it. I think it's different. We bait it like we always do, with several ingredients. So we have particles, we have boilies, and we mix it. We make a very nice dinner for the carp, I think.
And here we are, the Polish team in peg 11 on the Carpella section. A fish from the early hours of the morning, and the 4th fish from the section. So this appears to be where the carp are at the moment. It's an absolutely fantastic bay. Normally no fishing allowed in this area, but the whole area has been opened up especially for the World Carp Classic. Looking across the lake, probably 300-400 yards wide. Nice breeze blowing out from left to right as we look at the picture. And the Polish guys here, very happy with their first fish. It's not been weighed yet, so we don't know exactly what the weight is. But if we have a look, we can see it's a mirror. And this is the weighing procedure. What happens when fish are caught is the marshals are called. The weigh sling, which is the big sling the guy has got there, the head marshal has that. That is put onto the scales. The scales hang on a tripod, and the weight is put to 0. The competitors will check that to make sure they're happy that it says 0 on it, and then the fish is placed carefully into the weigh sling as we see now. So now the whole thing will be brought over, the fish will be lifted gently onto the weigh sling, and the marshal will call out the weight. The competitors will check that to make sure that they're happy with that weight, and it will be recorded on the score sheet, then reported back to base. So here we have the moment of truth. The fish is lifted up. We know that there has been a 21 kilo fish out. First fish of the tournament. That is the race leader at the moment. Now everybody looks 13 kilo 300. Is that weight agreed? That weight is agreed. So this is 13 kilo 300. This is the second biggest fish of the tournament so far. Peg 23 now. We've had quite a blustery day today, but it's calmed down a little bit. The boats are back out on the water. It's going to be a lovely evening, and we see a fish in the net of the boat at Peg 23. We're not sure if it's a carp yet. We're going to have a look. It doesn't look like it's a carp. There was a shake of the head there. So we saw the guys yesterday losing one just before dark. The wind's blowing in here absolutely beautifully. It looks a great place to be. And as we look at that landing net there, we can see a load of the kelpweed just hanging over the end of that net. And that will cause them some problems. And there we see it in the net. It is absolutely, definitely 100% a pike. I've just seen a big set of jaws and a fine set of gnashes poking out the front there. And it's
No pike.
interesting to see that he's got a white boilie out. It was tiger nuts yesterday. It's a white boilie today. And that pike has taken that bait off the bottom. It's hooked cleanly in the mouth. And if this was the World Predator Classic, that would be worth quite a few points actually, but sadly it's the World Carp Classic and pike count for absolutely nothing here. White pop-up, clean in the top lip. Bang, no messing with that. But again, World Predator Classic, very good news. World Carp Classic, not very good news at all, I'm afraid. So that one pops back in again. The excitement is over for the time being. As the sun set for the second time after a quiet day, the teams waited in anticipation of action, and it didn't take long for the big fish to get on the feed.
It's very nice fish, long distance, we catch it on a fish meal boilie. Perfect bait. Very nice fish.
What do you think of your chances then? You need to get 3, you've got 1 big one now, that's going to be counting.
It's the 5th time we are fishing it, and one time we were 5th overall, 12th overall, and we catch 20 kilo fish much. So I think we have a chance now.
Oh, we're really excited. First photo was catfish, so we wasn't so happy in the beginning. We are now really confident. Obviously, it's still just started, but nice fish for beginning is great.
Well, a big fish like that as well really counts. Nice to get 1 on the board, but a big fish makes a big difference. And you've got a bit of a battle going on as well. You were first last year, but the team that was second, they're chasing at the moment, and they've just caught a bigger one as well. So they are now first and you are second.
Yes, it's Hans. Hans, good luck.
But maybe not so.
It will be difficult with us, you know that.
He's got us swim. We really wanted 63. He went straight after us and he got the 63. But as you can see, this is not bad as well. We know his swims look a little bit better than ours, but he's fishing, so you never know what could be there. It's still about 4 nights to go. Hans, we're not going to give up.
So let's talk about this friendly rivalry, because everybody gets on very well with each other, but what would it mean for you to rub his nose in it for a second time?
We will probably text him every day to remind him who is the boss. But he's a good man, but I can only imagine how you can feel when he was second twice. So obviously we're gonna make him third time second.
Within minutes of the Polish success came news of American success, and 2 fish graced the banks for Team Carp Connections. I had a chance to catch up with them the following day.
Oh, I feel proud. I feel proud of my team.
Yeah.
There is a SWITLYK and Matty CURFS. We done it before in separate trios within the Carp Connections team, and we decided to put these guys together, and they're working hard and we're doing fine.
We're definitely
so far.
Definitely a powerful force, the 3 of us, and we're working really well together, and it's definitely a lot of skill behind it and our tactics. We're going after the big fish, and so far we've been doing really well, and the plan is to keep our lead, and intimidate the rest of the teams.
Well, there's a bit of friendly rivalry going on between you and some of the other teams. Have you got any result or any messages that you can give out?
Well, what I have noticed is that with the new rules about the big 3 thing, the big 3, you need to catch the 3 biggest fish, that's what counts. All of a sudden what we see is that the formerly champions are starting to compete between each other, and that's somehow maybe a bit of proof that actually carp fishing and enduros are about skills, about endurance, about water sense and stuff like that. Before it was just the lucky swim, what always everybody says about a competition. You draw the lucky swim and you have the most weight, but that's what you do when you're going roach fishing for an event. Now we're actually really fishing for the big carp at Madine, where the big carp are, and all of a sudden you see that there's certain names coming back in the leaderboard. I must say, Bianca and Lisette, they caught big fish. They were former champions. I mean, Christoph, he's catching big fish, a former champ. And we are catching big fish, and we're the future champ.
There we go.
Morning dawned with just 3 more fish being recorded, but the size and pedigree were impressive. Frontrunners Venomer and Benders were one of the successful teams, keeping them well and truly in the race. Ladies, we meet again. It's becoming a bit of a habit. Every time we meet, you've got a fish.
Yeah, how awesome is that, Rob?
I must say, it's a great place in front of you. You got one of the bays. It's a long way to the far side. You're not allowed to go all the way over there.
No.
Whereabouts are you picking these fish up? Is it halfway over in the channel, in the margins? Where?
Yeah, between 50 meters and 250 meters. There is no pattern yet for us. It's very important to use our fish finder because that shows the free spot. As you can see, a lot of reed here in the front. So that's what we need. And it's Bianca's job. She always finds the right spots.
Yes.
Well, you're doing a very good job on that.
Yes,
Absolutely.
you do.
Thank you.
You've had 3 fish now. There's only 2 teams that have caught 3. It's the big 3 that count, so you're doing very well on that score.
Thank you.
Hans, would you like to beat him?
Definitely,
We
definitely. It would be an honor for us to win again. I mean, we did it 2 years ago, but we will give everything to try it again.
We're a friend of Hans. We like him very much. We've seen him the past 2 competitions and on his beautiful resort. So, no, it's okay. It's a fair game.
It's
And
quite...
we like that he also has 3 fish already.
Yes.
I mean, he works very hard for the fish.
Yes.
We know it.
Congratulations.
So they,
on him.
yeah.
Team Spain now, peg 50, bird hide swim. Beautiful amount of open water in front of them, fishing up to some weeds just down here, and what an absolutely stunning creature they've just had. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it was a monster, really. A really old, scaly looking fish, the kind of fish that everyone wants to catch from this lake. Fran caught it, so I'll ask him again. Fran, ¿cómo era el pez?
El pez era súper.
Yeah, so it was a very strong fish. It was running for the weed. We kept trying and trying to get it in, but it was resisting. But in the end, we managed to overcome the beast, and we have it now in the back of the net. So happy days.
Well, that's it. 1 on the leaderboard. That's 20 kilos there or thereabouts. You could do with 50 kilos plus to be in with a shout of a win on this.
Yeah.
We've got 2 teams already on 3. Have you got another 2 fish in you, do you think?
I think we've got another 2 fish. The wind's changed now, so it has changed our sort of swim, but we'll do our best. The sun's coming out, the fish might be coming close to the bank, swimming in the shallower water, maybe sunbathing in those last days before sort of autumn really takes its toll, so we've got every chance. Why not? Maybe you'll be seeing us again soon.
Absolutely, let's hope so, because you know what, it's lovely and sunny over this side. We're out the wind, it's on our backs, blowing over the top, the sun's in the face. This is a lovely place to be. Opposite end of the pond this morning, freezing cold, little bit of rain. I wasn't overly happy. Sun always shines on the righteous, the sun always shines on the Spanish. This is the place to be at the moment.